Thank you for your likes, your comments, and your subscribes. Personal readings are open at this time, so if you would like to book a personal reading, you can find that information in the description box below. I got quite a few messages when I was preparing for this reading, so I'm going to read those first, and then we are going to just go in and confirm with the cards. The first message I got was receiving the tools at the exact moment you need them, not a minute before. So there is something that you are creating where it almost feels as if you are kind of in a space of being concerned of not knowing what to expect moving into this next phase of where you're going. But the message here is that you're going to receive everything that it is that you're meant to know in the right moment, right? It's not going to be because it's almost as if you receive the answers before you're meant to know it. You're going to mishandle the tool. You're not going to know how to use the tool, and therefore it's not going to seem useful for you when it would be time for you to use it. Does that make sense? So if you were to um, receive the tool before it's meant for you to use it, you're not going to see it as useful when it is time for you to use it because it didn't work for you in a time or in a season where it wasn't something that you needed in that moment. 111 to confirm that. I see 111. Okay, so the second message I got is building on the foundation of creation. So that just kind of almost to me was a second part to the first message, right? Where you are receiving things in the moment that you need them so that you are able to build on the foundation in a manner where all the pieces fit together in um, an even manner, right? So it's almost as if you're receiving the puzzle pieces one at a time so that you're able to make sure that you're putting them in the right places. You're building on the foundation, right? You're not receiving all of the things at one time. And then, because if you were to receive all the things at one time, it's almost as if you would create something completely different. Your creation would look like something completely different than when it's meant to, right? So you have to kind of receive things in a piece by piece manner. That way you're able to accurately put the pieces where they belong on the puzzle. And that is just confirmation of the third message, what is expanding your growth at one time, right? Because we're taking this step by step. We're building on the foundation of something. We are not just grabbing little pieces from this pile of bricks, right? Because if you're looking at the blueprint for one thing and you just have this pile of bricks, by the time you're done, you can have something completely different, right? So the fourth message that I have is creating with the intention of improvement, not approval. So I'm going to say that again. Creating with the intention of improvement, not approval. So what it is that you're creating, you're not doing so within, you're not. It's as if you are asking to receive all of the things at one time, so that it's almost as if you can gain recognition for this creation, right? But slow and steady is the process. So you have to remember the intention of this creation. You're creating whatever this is with the intention of making it better, right? One piece at a time, not gaining the approval from what it is from the creation itself. Does that make sense? Pay attention to how you receive. That will show you the areas in which you need to give. So if you feel like you receive information in a space where it is more quiet, it is more, I don't know, peaceful, then you need to make sure that you are putting yourselves in those situations so that you are able to receive the information you're meant to receive in a more clear manner, right? You have to place yourself or pay more attention to how you receive in the most beneficial way, right? This can again apply in any general sense. This is a general message. The last message that I have is quite a lengthy one. It says, the intentional part of bringing a wish to life is not receiving the gift itself. It's the process in which you ultimately prepare yourself for which you wish to receive. You have to become the position you wish to see yourself in. So again, that kind of is the last little piece to building this foundation, right? You have to ultimately live in the energy that you wish to gain. If you want to live or you want to receive abundance, you want to receive wealth, you have to live in an abundant energy. You have to live in a wealthy energy, right? In an abundant and wealthy energy, there is no space for lack. So if you want to receive wealth and abundance, you have to live as if you already have the resources that you need, right? You don't need or want for anything because you already have everything that you wish to receive. And the second part to that is to keep it in mind that you receive divine timing. You receive what it is that you're meant to have in the exact moment you are meant to receive it. So if you want to be a person who is, or you want to receive the energy of, giving, nurturing, nourishing, or things like that, you have to ultimately become those things. You have to become the giver. You have to become the nurturer. You have to become the one who is doing the nourishing, right? You have to become the position that you wish to see yourself in, right? If you want to be a boss, you want to own, whatever, you have to put yourself in that position. If you want to be a realtor, you have to put yourself through school so that you are able to become a realtor, right? You have to ultimately put yourself in the position you wish to receive. So, let's pull some cards. What message do you have for the collective at this time regarding this message? Help me to articulate a clear and concise message in order for it to be received in the way that you want it to best be received. Help me to see what it is that I need to see to get the message across as clear as possible. And help me to deliver any messages that you deem worthy in order to serve your highest good, for the highest good of humanity, with harm to none. What messages do you have for the collective at this time? Okay. So we're talking about building on this creation. This is part of that transformation phase, right? We're starting from ground zero. We're already in the new phase. You're already in the new life. You're already on the new path. It's just, where do I go from here? What step do I take next, right? The intention is there. Now is the time to take the next step. And you are in a place where you're wanting to know all of the answers. You're wanting to have all of the answers, but you're only going to receive one part of the picture at a time. That way, you're able to accurately create the imminent details of that specific part of the picture, so that when you're living in the full picture, it looks exactly like you envisioned. I had a feeling this was going to be a more in-depth reading. The past readings were just kind of like about the energy of transformation, but now that you are in this space of transformation, like, it's like, where do I go next? And so, look, grief, that's that letting go of the past. Manifestation is exactly what we've been talking about, the energy of creation. So, one more. Joy. And desire at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So, definitely, this is the energy of you kind of coming into that energy of acceptance, right? Being more, because you have grief and joy. If that's not yin and yang and manifestation in the present, you're looking at like true balance right here. It doesn't get any more balance right here. This is the past, the present, and the future. And the energy of creation is right here. Desire. This is your spirit. This is what you're creating from, right? This is the sense of fulfillment. This is the vision that you have. Manifestation is the present moment. What are you doing? What actions are you taking? What habits are you creating, right? What are you newly committing yourself to, right? What are you letting go of? What are you acknowledging within yourself that needs to change? What energies are you realizing you might need to shift? What things are you realizing that you might need to work on to better improve yourself so that you're able to better improve the situation around you, right? You're better able to receive this sense of growth, joy. This is the nourishment. This is the nurturing that I was just speaking about, right? Bringing things full circle, right? Creating with intention. So again, if you had all of the pieces at one time, right? This is you wanting to receive everything. This is you being more aware of what it is that you're letting go of, the places and the things that no longer fit where you're going, and this is you creating the new. This is you taking the resources that you have and transforming them so that they are able to grow and create what it is that you're working towards. Let's pull some tarot. I hope that this message finds who it's meant to. This message is not going to be meant for everybody because this is a more in-depth reading, right? This is a more, I don't know how to explain it. Clarify grief. So if this message resonates for you, please remember to like the video so that it is able to reach somebody else who may need it. Clarify grief. Thanks for your support. Okay, so you have, oh, this is not even tarot. Why did I grab those? Open mind and willpower, right? Okay, so that's crazy because I intentionally meant to grab the tarot, but I grabbed the oracle cards, right? And these two cards came out. So this is definitely the energy of you being more open to leading with your intuition, right? Opening your mind up to that energy of things not showing up in the manner in which you expected them to, but they're going to show up little by little in the pieces that you are meant to receive them within that specific moment, right? Balanced life at the bottom of the deck, right? That's that grief and joy, right? Wow. And then trust your gut feelings, guys. You cannot make it up. You cannot make it up. You cannot make this shit up. And then deal with the unexpected. Like, it just keeps coming. It just keeps coming. You have deal with the unexpected, happy life, trust your gut feeling, and balanced life. Does that not just confirm everything that I just said? This is you being more open to not having all of the answers at one time, but accepting them in the moment that they present themselves, because you know that that is the moment you are meant to receive them, right? It's almost as if like there'll be like little light bulb moments that you'll experience, right? Little like aha moments of like, aha, okay, like, okay, maybe that's what I should do. And it's because that is the specific moment that you were meant to receive that information. And now that you have that information, because you were spiritually prepared to receive it, now you have to take the action that is necessary to follow through on the manifestation. Follow through. That's the follow through on what it is that you're creating, the joy, the creation itself. Clarify grief. These cards are so big for my hands. Okay, clarify grief. That's too many. Give me like one. The Tower. Okay, I got 3. The Tower, the Devil, the Emperor, and the 5 of Pentacles, right? Remember, we were talking about that energy of not having enough, being afraid of not having the answers, right? Going into something, going into the unexpected, not knowing what to expect, right? You have to let go of that energy of always having to have the answers before you experience something, right? This is you becoming more aware of that side of yourself, the side of yourself that might be a little bit obsessive, that has the tendency to overthink the outcome of things, right? That has the tendency to kind of feel this sense of what's the word? Entitlement to always having to know the answer, right? Because just because you require or have a lot of knowledge, just because you retain a lot of information, that does not mean that you always have the answer, right? You still have to remain in this sense of being open and willing to learning new perspectives, to learning new things, and to learning new parts of yourself in order to continue to grow, right? There are parts of yourself that will need continuous improvement. Not just in this moment, but in every moment that you exist within this reality. And so you have to be open. You have to be committed to yourself. You have to be the authority of yourself to say, I want to continue to grow. I want to continue to improve myself, right? That's that seeking for that sense of improvement and not for approval, right? You're not bettering yourself to gain attention from those around you. You're bettering yourself just to be on a firmer foundation of who it is that you are in general, right? You're just solidifying who it is that you claim yourself to be. You're not doing things for the approval of other people. You're doing them for the improvement of yourself, right? We heard that message earlier. Clarify manifestation. This is a good one. Clarify manifestation. This is also like you kind of like grieving the energy of you letting go of a different side of yourself, right? So wherever this new journey is going to take you, you're definitely going to have to let go of something, right? You're going to have to release something that is no longer working for you, right? Something is being brought to your attention, right? So whether that is procrastination, whether that is poor time management, whether that is poor communication, whether that is, it's going to resonate for each of you differently, but there is definitely a sense of you kind of not just acknowledging the areas in which you need improvement, not you just being made aware of them, but you accepting the fact that you have to commit to yourself to improving these areas as well, not just in the mental, not just within the vision, but within the physical reality as well. You can't claim yourself to be one thing if you're not living within that reality. Clarify manifestation. One more card. Nine of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So yeah, this is that persisting on the Four of Pentacles, that commitment energy, right? This is the energy of you, again, not being so guarded, not being so. Let me pull something else. What's this Knight of Swords? Clarify the Knight of Swords. This is the intention, right? The thoughtfulness and the intention. This is how you continue to pour into these ideas, right? Yeah, definitely. The Eight of Cups and the Sun. This is the intention that you're using, the clarity, the awareness of what it is. The devil came right back out. Look, the devil came out twice. There's definitely some habits, maybe some addictions, maybe some fears that you're facing, but there is 100% some things that you have been getting intuitive nudges that you need to let go of. This could be maybe how you eat, your health habits, how much you exercise, maybe how much time you watch TV. Maybe, again, this is going to resonate for everybody differently. Where you spend your free time, right? Who you spend your free time with, right? How much you invest into um, your personal desires, outside of your businesses. Like it depends. It's going to resonate for everybody differently, but it definitely is speaking to that intention that you are setting towards the things that you are being made aware that you need to let go of, right? The sun speaks to clarity. It speaks to that sense of openness, and that speaks to that sense of awareness. It is like the heart chakra, right? So if you've been getting intuitive nudges about some things that you need to let go of, definitely follow that intuition, right? Face your fears, right? This is that being made aware of the unknown, right? The things that we try not to see, right? This is those things being brought to the forefront. Clarify the Nine of Wands. What's this Nine of Wands? What is it that you are feeling guarded from within this manifestation? The Moon, again, not having the answers, not knowing what to expect. Also that sense of, ooh, the world. Also that sense of just stepping into the next phase, right? That fear of not having enough. Like, am I ready? Am I prepared for this? That's what's causing this sense of hesitation. Like, am I prepared? Am I ready for this? Am I completely aware of how this situation or how this new journey is going to change my life, right? And again, not having that answer is what is keeping you in this sense of not fear, because I definitely feel a sense of like you moving forward with the joy here, and even with the messages that came out on earlier in the reading, there definitely is an energy of like progression. There's an energy of the cycle is moving, you're learning new lessons, but right now in this moment, it feels as if you stepped into a new world with a blindfold on, right? You are not aware, you have no sense of like sight of like what step like where this next step is going to take you, right? If I take 2 steps forward, am I going to fall off a cliff? Am I going to fall into a pool of water? Like, right, you're walking into this new situation with blinders on. You have no idea what to expect, and that is what is creating this sense of hesitation. But this reading is also just providing you that clarity that that you are going to receive that intuitive guidance at the right moment that you need, right? So you're not going to fall, you're not going to fail. You're being guided with the right messages, with the right tools that you need in the right moment to help you build that firm foundation, right? To help you put all of the pieces in the right order. Okay. Clarify joy. Clarify joy. Two of Cups. Look, balance. That balance, and the Four of Pentacles came back out. That's that sense of security, that sense of alignment, that sense of union within. So, right, your balance. So, again, this is going to resonate differently for everybody. For some of you, this is just like an alignment of the within the masculine and feminine energy that exists within you, right? Because we all have both energies within us, right? And so this is an alignment, a sense of security with you, within you being connected to your mind, body, and soul, with you being balanced within your masculine and feminine, and knowing when to give and when to receive, right? You being secure within yourself enough to express yourself emotionally, but also to use your emotions to kind of guide you within your logic, right? That's the balance of union within masculine and feminine energy, right? Not just being driven by your emotions and not just being driven by your logic, but using the balance between the two to make the most effective choices and decisions that will create stability and security, right? Because the Four of Pentacles speaks to that sense of security. It also speaks to kind of holding things close to your chest. So whatever it is that you're creating, like, also know that when you're balancing between the two, like, because you're not firmly planted within one, but you're balanced between the two, it like creates this sense of like balance. I don't know how else to put that into words. For some of you, this can resonate like within a like how can I put this into words? Clarify this four of pentacles. Let's pull on that. What is it that you are feeling that you need to hold back on? Why are you feeling the need to hold back in this area? Clarify the four of pentacles. It speaks to miser energy. That's that lack. Yeah. Not knowing if you have... Okay, that's too many. We're not going to touch on all of these. Okay, yeah. It's just that fear of not having enough. That fear of not being aware if you have enough to offer another cup. Right? The Seven of Cups also speaks to like that illusion energy, right? So again, it's almost as if you feel as if you don't have enough to offer within that space. Give me one more card for the Four of Pentacles. One more. The Queen of Wands and the King of Cups. But you have the ability to create, right? You have a strong sense of emotional intelligence. You have a strong sense of emotional awareness, and you have the ability to create, right? The Queen of Wands is the creator. She is sometimes the Two of Wands, right? A new pathway, a new journey, right? This is somebody who creates opportunities for themselves, right? And so, again, take the lesson of this message and release that miser energy, that energy of feeling like like you don't have enough resources to afford more, right? Because living in abundance, there is always enough, right? It's just not having to use a resource more than what you need in that moment. That's how you maintain your wealth, right? Using the correct resources in that correct moment and not overusing what it is that you don't need so that you don't create that sense of lack, right? Knowing when to reserve and what to reserve, how much to reserve. So let's pull some last messages. We'll see what can we learn from this message. We'll use the oracle. What can we learn from this message? Too many. Work of art. Be the portrait of divine beauty. That's that acceptance. That's that creation energy, right? Ending a trauma at the bottom of the deck. That is that energy of accepting the energy of creation, right? Hold on for a second. Stay out. Okay. Be the portrait of divine beauty, ending the trauma, transform memories and symptoms, right? So being okay, being acceptance on receiving one part of the vision at a time, right? Receiving one tool at a time, receiving the intuitive nudges at the moment that you need them and not a minute more, right? Okay, what habits can we create to improve the quality of this lesson? Willpower. This is that discipline. This is that sense of commitment within yourself, and improve your willpower to reduce your stress level, right? Make friends. Friendship is the alchemy of success. So depending on the community around you, right, you can create that sense of an accountability partner, right? Creating a connection where you're not surrounding yourself by yes men, but you're surrounding yourself by someone who will challenge you in a way that will help you to create better habits within yourself. What should we meditate on as the focus of this message to gain further clarity and insight about ourselves? Turn over a new page and surrender with joy. Right? So meditate on that energy of getting to know yourself on a deeper level, right? Learning yourself. That's that devil energy that we were talking about. Getting to know the tower and the devil with the emperor. That's what that energy is. Meditating on the areas in which you might need to better structure yourself. What habits can you create? What maybe you need to create a schedule, a daily schedule. Maybe you need to create a better workout schedule. Maybe better eating habits, a better menu for your grocery list or whatever it is, right? Those are the things that you should be meditating on, the things that will help to improve the areas in which you are wishing to overcome. And the last message, what are some new ways in which we can innovate the quality of this message to implement in our lives? Gift of freedom, letting go, being more accepting to the ebb and flow of life, that manifestation energy, concealed power, right? Not not hiding yourself, but preserving yourself for the times in which it is absolutely necessary to use your power, right? So using the tools and obtaining them when you're meant to receive them, that way you're accurately using them in the way that you're meant to implement them, right? You're finding the tools that you're receiving valuable and worthy, right? You're not receiving them all at one time and misusing them. But that is the message that I have for you guys. I hope that you guys continue to learn, create, meditate, innovate. Have a good one. Bye.